Salve galera suave, aqui quem fala é Nick, eu estou aqui com mais um vídeo pra vocês. Galera, é o seguinte, é mais um episódio da nossa série de Max Payne 3. E bom, mano, a gente põe um episódio aqui, a gente tá na delegacia. E vamos lá, cara, vamos lá. Começamos como já, ó, metendo bala em todo mundo, mano. Os caras não moscar, não. Moscou, levou bala.
Nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Ah, a vida tá ali, ó. Beleza.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Quanto mais analgésico a gente tiver, melhor, cara.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada daquilo. Eu prometo, cara. Tua última chance.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Come uma balinha aí, vai. Tô com quase nada de bom aqui no meu inventário, velho. Caramba. Ô, louco, olha a coxinha aqui. Não armava com a mesma coxinha agora, hein.
The security switch had to be in that booth. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Ai, bosta.
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste. Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Desgraça.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer? Quebra!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Agora a tua vez! Foda-se isso!
police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Mano, eu tô ferrado, velho. Pera aí, o que é isso aqui? Coleção... Ah! Pode crer.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own. I saw the elevator doors were open. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Putz, sacanagem, velho. Ah, pensei que ia ser mais difícil. Ah, pode crer. É que o cara tava
I've killed
todo
more
equipadão.
cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Boa, Max. Tá ligado que nós tá junto, né, irmão? E, cara, ó, eu tô ligado que nessa série aqui eu mal falei direito, cara, mas é porque é muita coisa acontecendo. De barulho, fala, essas coisas. E aí se eu ficar falando pode, tipo, interferir, tá ligado? E outro que também é que eu nem tenho tempo de...
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Eu ia falar tempo de falar, mas eu tenho tempo de falar. Eu não tenho oportunidade direito, na verdade. Mas não tem problema não, cara. Não tem problema não. O que importa é que nós tá curtindo aqui, né, cara? Nós tá curtindo
If I
aqui.
didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Eu tenho que encontrar esse tal de Becker, mas calma aí, Max Payne. A gente precisa encontrar o analgésico, que é mais importante. Aí, ó, achei um aqui já.
They had their body armor. I had mine. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Os caras pegam de surpresa, velho. Que raiva que dá.
Continue atirando! Continue atirando! Continue atirando! Vamos te matar! Você tá vivo, velho? Me dê cobertura! Agora!
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. That would have been too easy. The bastards had me locked in. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing.
My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Ok, então agora a gente sabe quem foi que matou o cara lá, né? Quem realmente puxou o gatilho. Mas, cara, é tanta gente aqui, velho, que eu nem sei quem que é quem.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
É pra lá mesmo, então. Beleza, aqui não abre? Não. Não também.
Meu, vamos lá, moçada! Vamos sair fora daqui, hein? Adiando! Adiando! Silêncio, porra! Quando eu abrir fogo,
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada!
Ah, velho, que raiva.
você não consegue se esconder, rapaz!
bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Ok, mano, tá muito intenso esse lugar, velho.
Fique alerta!
Ué, cadê o cara? Ah, tá ali.
Rede final! Agora!
Perdeu mesmo, mano. É, vacilão. Certeza que ele ia me atacar, velho.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Pode pegar ele, porra! Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho! Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
bosta, cara. Ah!
Meu braço, caralho!
You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Atira nele! Tudo morreu de novo, posição! Isso é tudo que você tem?
You even see what a joke you are?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Abaixa a bola!
I hope you also want it! What are you hoping to achieve here? You're even crazier than I thought! You should know when to walk away! Do you even know what you're getting for? Give sir! Give Rodrigo my regards!
Eu acho que você que vai lembrar,
This was the
mandar
passkey to
lembranças
Becker's
pro Rodrigo,
office.
irmão.
I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Bocó.
Becker!
Mata ele logo.
Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Galera, eu vou fazer o seguinte, mano. Antes de começar aqui já, eu já vou encerrar por aqui. A gente continua daqui mesmo no próximo episódio. Então, se gostar, deixa aquele like, se inscreve no canal. Ativa o sininho pra quando eu postar mais vídeos vocês receberem notificações. Mano, o bagulho vai ficar louco agora, velho. Já tá muito louco, velho. Mas, enfim. A gente vê no próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou aí.